questions, but sorry, I think some questions.
Thank you, Prof.
Yeah.
In your exposition, you made us to understand that economic issues are also spiritual matters. So we would want to know, how do you balance preaching faith and hope while also addressing the harsh economic realities people face? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Well, faith and hope includes making a clear, a clear message towards economic issues. And this is why, this is the actual, thank you for that question, this is the actual reason I began to look into economic issues in recent years again. Because we were preaching faith and hope to the youth. Now, Nigeria is more than 50% youth. When I saw all the youth in this country and how many and how we needed to, there's youth going into violence in Nigeria, fighting each other, Christians and Muslims, because they have no hope for the future. That's one of the reasons. There's corruption around and they don't have education, don't have job opportunities. They feel hopeless. And so we were calling Christian and Muslim youth together and telling them to live in peace and making opportunities for them to improve themselves in their lives. But ultimately, we had to speak hope. They see how desperate the situation is in this country. So we had to talk about them as, okay, what are some solutions for this country's plight? What is some hope for tomorrow? Will there be any difference tomorrow, or things just get worse? And so, for the sake of peace and for the sake of the hearts of the people, because we love them, we want to help them with a better vision, we began to look into economic issues and find out what the root causes of our problems are in this country and what are some root remedies of it. So looking into economic issues is a huge part of, now basically our main hope is spiritual. It's salvation, of course, it's Christ and new heavens and new earth. But there are practical applications of that hope. The vision of a new heavens and new earth applies practically to our economy today. God wants to renew our economy. We talk a lot about relationships. He wants to bring peace between us. He wants to renew our hearts and our relationships to bring peace, so we sit down together like the wolf and the lamb. Of course, we know that. But it's the same with our economy. He wants to renew our economy. Why? So we won't go to war with each other. All of these things, the new heavens and the new earth, wants to become salt and light into every aspect of our societies and our nations. And the economy is one of them. So that's the reason I began to look at economic issues. Why is Nigeria suffering what it is suffering today? What are the remedies for it? And I began to find real answers to this, simple answers, not difficult ones, that wouldn't take long to initiate if there was political will to make the changes. And where does political will come from? It comes from an educated populace. When the population of the country know what the truth is, suddenly the politicians get a political will to change. But when the population doesn't know the truth, the politicians have no incentive to change what they're doing. We need to become aware, educated and knowledgeable in these issues, so our politicians will stand on their feet, will get their act together. This is not by force, it's not by violence, it's not by anger. It's by becoming aware and discussing the truth amongst ourselves as the population of this country. And when the politicians hear us doing that, they'll shape up. Okay? Thank you.